Why you don't understand English. When you listen, you study English. You know many words. You understand simple sentences. But then you watch a movie in English, and suddenly, you understand nothing. People speak too fast. Words disappear. Everything sounds like one long sentence. And you think, why can I understand English when I read, but not when I listen? Maybe you even think, my English is terrible. But wait, your English may not be the problem. There are 3 simple reasons why spoken English is difficult to understand. And when you understand these reasons, listening becomes much easier. Let's start with reason number 1. Native speakers connect words. Look at this sentence. What are you doing? When you read it, it is easy. What are you doing? But people do not always speak word by word. In a real conversation, it can sound more like, what are you doing? And your brain says, what? You know every word, but you do not recognize the sounds. Here is another example. I want to go. When spoken slowly, I want to go. But in casual English, you may hear, I want to go, or I'm going to call you. You might hear, I'm going to call you. This happens all the time. English words connect together, so the English you read and the English you hear can sound very different. Now, reason number 2, you are trying to understand every word. This is a big mistake. Imagine someone says, yesterday, I went to the supermarket with my brother because we needed some food for dinner. Maybe you understand. Yesterday. Supermarket, brother, food, dinner. But you miss the other words. Then you panic. You stop listening and think, what was that word? But while you are thinking, the speaker continues talking, and now you miss the next sentence too. Do not do this. You do not need every word to understand the message. If you hear, yesterday, supermarket, brother, food, dinner, you already have an idea of what happened. Someone went to the supermarket with their brother to get food. That is enough. Focus on the important words. Your brain will slowly learn to understand the rest. Now, reason number 3. The English you are listening to may be too difficult. Imagine you started learning English 2 months ago. Then you watch a movie where people speak very fast, use slang, jokes, and difficult vocabulary. Of course, it will be difficult. It does not mean you are bad at English. You are simply practicing with content that is too difficult for your current level. Start with easy English, short conversations, simple stories, slow videos, videos made for beginners. And here is something very important. Your ears need training. Knowing a word and recognizing that word when someone speaks are 2 different skills. For example, you know the word water. You have seen it many times. W-A-T-E-R. Easy. But when someone says it quickly, the pronunciation may sound different from what you expected. The first time your brain says, what? Then you hear it again, and again, and again. Suddenly, oh, water! Now your brain knows the sound. After enough practice, you do not need to think. You just understand. So how can you train your ears? Here is a simple exercise. Choose a short English video, only 30 seconds or 1 minute. First, listen without subtitles. Do not pause. Do not translate. Just listen. How much did you understand? 20%? 40%? Maybe only 10%? That's okay. Now play the same video again. This time, use English subtitles. Read and listen at the same time. Suddenly, you may notice, wait, I know that word. You knew the word. You just did not recognize the pronunciation. Now watch the video one more time without subtitles. Listen carefully. You will probably understand more. Maybe the first time you understood 20%. Now you understand 50%. Watch it again tomorrow. Maybe you understand 70%. This is how you train your listening. And there is another powerful exercise. Listen and repeat. If the speaker says, I have to go to work, pause the video. Then repeat, I have to go to work. Try to copy the pronunciation and rhythm. Do not worry about having a perfect accent. Just copy what you hear. Listen, pause, repeat. Listen, pause, repeat. 5 or 10 minutes every day can make a big difference. And please remember this. Do not translate everything into your language. When you hear, "I want coffee," try to imagine coffee. Do not think, English, translation, meaning. Try to think, English, meaning. At first, this is difficult, but with practice, it becomes natural. So if you cannot understand movies or native speakers yet, do not give up. Your listening is a skill, and skills improve with practice. Start with easy English. Listen every day. Use English subtitles. Focus on important words. Repeat short sentences, and slowly increase the difficulty. Today, you may understand only one sentence. Tomorrow, maybe 3. Next month, maybe an entire conversation. Your goal is not to understand everything today. Your goal is to understand a little more than yesterday. Keep listening, keep practicing, and one day you will watch something in English and suddenly think, "Wait, I understood that without subtitles." That is when you know your practice is working. If you want to learn English with simple lessons like this, subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments, what is harder for you, speaking English or understanding English? See you in the next lesson.